Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Broku. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the review of Black Clover Chapter 254, titled Power Differential. And this chapter pretty much just takes up where last chapter left off, where Sekre had just sealed Vanica Megicula and her mana method array of using her sealing magic. So this chapter just literally picks off from there. So a lot of people assumed that they had just won this battle because Vanica was sealed away. But with that being said, let's just get into this chapter review. So it starts off with everybody looking at Sekre and what she had just done, and they're all thinking it worked. She sealed both Vanica's magic and the devil's power. And this means that any effect that Megicula's power has on the world should cease, which is very interesting, as it's weird that if you seal her, well, not weird, it's cool that if you just seal her away, her effects on the world are negged pretty much. So it's not just like sealing them away and trapping them, but it makes their abilities that affect the world cease to exist. But of course that doesn't happen because Lord Pachika's curse on her stomach is still active. And then we hear very maniacal laughing from within the mana method sealing magic. The runes within side of it go black, and we get the dialogue from Megicula. Even though you are abysmally inferior to us, sometimes you cast spells that go beyond our expectations. Humans truly are intriguing. And what's crazy is Megicula reverses the runes and basically seals Sekre away and absolutely destroys Lord Pachika's giant water spell that was amping Noelle and nerfing Megicula and Vanica. And we get more dialogue. You worked out quite a strategy in order to defeat us. You very nearly sealed my power. Marvelous, you humans. You make me want to toy with you even more. And so, looks like they did do quite well. It just was not enough to seal away Vanica and Megicula. And it makes sense. And this is explained of how this didn't work. Because Vanica and Megicula have curse warding magic and a spell called Decaying World. It weakens spell arrays that affect her, and this was automatically activated at 70%. And it managed to even weaken the sealing magic, even the spell of an arcane spell. So her curse warding magic can lower the amount of power from even arcane stages. So that's very impressive. I wonder if that would even work against anti-magic. Honestly, I don't know if it'd work the same, but anyways, then Megicula just starts going off and showing how crazy evil she is by using her curse power and activating a curse on the water spirit Undyne itself. And she treats this as an experiment because she had never cursed a spirit before. This makes Lord Pachika very sad because she has been with the Undyne ever since she was a baby, and she grew up her entire life learning from the Undyne. And so yeah, Vanica and Megicula, mainly Megicula here, they're really going off, and it looks like they can talk at the same time. And Vanica still wants to fight Lord Pachika until she realizes that Lord Pachika is just not really going to fight anymore. And that's when our girl, Noelle Silva, activates her Valkyrie armor. She doesn't have that mermaid form anymore, and she charges in. And Vanica downplays the shit out of Noelle, saying she's too slow, and hits her with one of her spells. Now, she says the power differential is too much here, but Noelle gets this really interesting moment that's a parallel to Asta when he protected her, of saying, I'm not done yet. And this is what happened when Asta was fighting Veto. This is like her taking inspiration from Asta and using it. And Noelle says power differentials have nothing to do with it. Vanica and Megicula are shocked. Megicula's like, this girl. And basically, it stated that she used Valkyrie armor and managed to just barely avoid any lethal wounds, so she let the attacks hit her armor, not her body. Then she plunges forward and plunges the Valkyrie lance through the chest of Vanica and Megicula. So this is actually crazy here, just talking about Noelle scaling, as Noelle lost an amp and Megicula lost her nerf, so the gap in power should be big there, and potentially should be even stronger than a normal 70% because Megicula's out now. And yet, Noelle is taking hits from a 70% Vanica, fast enough to dodge partially some of these attacks, and then is strong enough for her lance to pierce through Vanica's body. So this means that pretty much just based on this, that Noelle would be the strongest member of the Light Triad now. Now, of course, this can change if it's just revealed later in the next chapter or so, that Vanica was suppressing herself and just really completely toying with her, but we don't really know that. But so, as of now, this is a really good feat of her just taking hits from a 70% Vanica, dodging some of the hits, and then damaging Vanica. That's better than what Noelle, or not Noelle, Yuno or Asta did against their Dark Triad fights. Yuno was struggling against a base Zeno and then got destroyed by a 55% Zeno. Asta was struggling against base Dante and then got destroyed by a 60% Dante once Asta was in his Berserker form. Noelle is actually dodging hits from 70% Vanica, surviving some hits, and then also just damaging, straight up just stabbing Vanica. Now, some people are saying that this is inconsistent because Noelle's Sea Dragon Roar was effortlessly destroyed by Vanica in her base form. Well, that's true. You could just argue now that Noelle's Lance is more powerful than her Sea Dragon's Roar. Or you could just argue that this was all a part of the plan, that Noelle, in the beginning, was not using her full power because their entire plan was to try and slowly draw the power out of Vanica until she used her full devil power. So you could argue either way, but you could also just argue this is just a amp of willpower, a limit break here, and that's how Noelle is doing this. And something that you could maybe wonder what's happening is, so in this chapter, in page 14, when Noelle is just running or flying straight towards Vanica, Noelle's eye, kind of changes. If you look at the panel at top, both of her pupils, her eyes, they look normal, but when it shows to the bottom, it's darker. It's almost like how your eyes change when you have some sort of a transformation or a power increase in Black Clover. Maybe Noelle is accessing some higher level of power. Maybe she's actually a Valkyrie and not just using Valkyrie armor. Who knows, right? We'll have to see. Maybe there's something more to Noelle's character, backstory, or whatever, or Asier's. One thing I've been thinking about maybe is that Noelle actually might possibly be arcane, or might have more to her power, because Noelle was inside of Asier while Asier was cursed by devil magic. So maybe that curse made it so she could affect devils and kill them, possibly. We know that while curses can negatively affect you, they can also give you some positive benefits, like how Lord Pachika, even though she is cursed by Megicula, she can sense devil magic very well because of it. So maybe this curse that affected her mother, and Noelle spending 9 months inside of her womb, has given her some sort of ability to fight well against devils, and maybe get power amps throughout the fight. Now, people would say this would be an ass-pull because Sigrid was already in the series, and why didn't Noelle use that against Sigrid? Well, the answer is that Noelle never fought Sigrid. I don't think Noelle even got to see Sigrid. She was just somewhere else in the Shadow Palace throughout that entire fight. So, Noelle definitely is crazy now in terms of power, that she is now, in terms of feats, unless if it's revealed in a later chapter that this Vanica or Megicula would just suppress themselves randomly in terms of power, that she's now the strongest. And I am now pretty much vindicated on so much, because I started defending how strong Noelle was over a year ago now, and people always said, nope, Noelle's not that strong, not that strong, and then we get more and more confirmation over and over again that she is very, very strong, like how it was confirmed that Elf Art Captain level was stage 1, and Noelle in the Heart Kingdom, before even training, was a stage 1 with her Valkyrie armor. Noelle defeating elves, Noelle while low on mana, blitzing elves, and then now this, with no nerf on Vanica and losing her amp, and also wounded, she is fighting a 70% Vanica. Now, people are wondering, what's going to happen from here? Is Noelle going to get clapped just like the rest? Honestly, I still think, and this is probably stupid of me to say, I still think Noelle, and maybe this group here, might find a way out of this and still win. I just don't know if Tabata is going to go with having all the Dark Triad members win. And so with Noelle, you still have Mimosa. Mimosa could probably heal Noelle and maybe Sekre, and maybe even though Undyne and Lord Pshika are affected by a devil curse, maybe Mimosa's healing can help them cope with that curse and get back into the battle. I honestly really just hope that Lord Pshika doesn't. I hope that this doesn't happen. I hope that Lord Pshika doesn't die, and then I just hope that Noelle does not get the water spirit. I don't think that that's really something that she needs. If she can't even use her runes and arrays or mana zone yet, because she still hasn't shown to use them, then her getting the water spirit, which you need pretty much good mana control to be able to use it quite properly. Well, I don't want that to happen yet. I don't want Noelle to get the water spirit. I think that she is just fine using her own power, and that should be great for her character arc. So I don't want Lord Pshika to die just for Noelle to get the water spirit. Maybe Lord Pshika dies and the water spirit disappears because somebody else deserves the power of the water spirit, not Noelle. So I hope that Noelle just has other tricks up her sleeve. She still hasn't used runes and arrays or mana zone. I've talked in the past that if she did know this, she would be unstoppable. Imagine her doing a mana zone mana method with Sea Dragon's War, where it's a mana zone Sea Dragon's War. She makes 2 of them appear, and then they're all amped by runes and arrays. That would be very, very powerful here. So what I think is going to happen next is, in the next chapter, we're going to see some maybe flashbacks with Asir. I'm really excited to see that. I just want to know more about Asir Silva. I think that's what's going to happen. It seems like Megicula might have recognized who Noelle is now, and yeah, that's just something I've always wanted to learn more about Asir Silva. I think a lot of people want to learn more. So maybe we'll get flashbacks of that fight, of what actually happened, and maybe that's as to why Noelle can fight so well against her. It would be really cool and good storytelling that, Megicula curses this girl who is like one of the most powerful characters in a kingdom, and while that girl's cursed, she births a child. That birth kills her because of the curse, but that child then grows up, and because of that curse is now stronger and can kill Megicula. That would be a great cycle there, and it would be really good storytelling. So I think what's going to happen is we'll see more of Asir next chapter, and maybe Noelle will get another power amp, or this power amp she just got will be explained. And then I think Mimosa is going to come in, and she's going to help out here. And maybe the captains and the Third Eye will show up. I still think that there is going to be reinforcements soon. The captains were in their meeting. I think that they'll show up. Maybe Noelle and Mereoleona will show up, and we get Noelle, and Mereoleona fighting against Vonica and Megicula. That would be an ultimate team up. Mereoleona had high respect for Asir. Noelle loved his mom very much, and Noelle never got to know her mom, but obviously has a connection to her just based on being family and feeling sorry that she was the cause, or not the cause, but her pregnancy is what killed her, and it's partially because of the curse too, or mainly because of the curse, but her pregnancy is what done her in. So it'd be cool to see Noelle, and Mereoleona team up. That would be a great team up in my opinion. And then it'd be cool just to see time skip Mereoleona and time skip Noelle and see what they've learned recently. But with that being said, I think that's all I can say for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...